What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Frida. As you can probably hear, I'm somewhat ill, but I assure you I feel much better than I sound, so apologies for the voice, but hopefully we can bear through it. Ultimately, we are returning to Something's Going On, 1982 or 83, I'm forgetting in the moment. It is 82. But yeah, the next tune in the track listing, and shout out to Adrian and to Chafic, by the way, for sharing Frida's material. But the next tune is I See Red. This phrase, as I've heard it in a few contexts, it typically means that someone has gotten incredibly angry to the point of their emotion, more or less literally distorting what they see, and perhaps their actions from that point on are, let's say, it's not that they're not responsible for them, but they perhaps will make decisions beyond or outside the normal range or intensity of their behavior. So if someone's seeing red, it means that perhaps something just made them snap, and from that point on, they lost control. So if you're seeing red, at least in the context that I've heard that, which admittedly, I play sports, or at least I used to, and I watch sports, and if you say someone seeing red in that context, it definitely means they've gotten angry to the point of, committing a foul or a penalty that, engaging in behavior that is not allowed. So it could mean something different, maybe like, a rush of blood to the head and you say something you didn't mean. But even then, the essence of the phrase would seem to be more or less the same. Let's find out what Frida actually has to say about it. This is Frida from her album Something's Going On, 1982, and it's called I See Red. Reggae rock vibes? I love it. This is cool and unexpected. Keys and everything.
Back in my school days, acting the fool days, 1 and 1 and 1 makes 3. And the man said, "Kid, come and cut yourself a piece of the big time."
The drums, the keys.
Horses never made sense to me. I didn't want to be a part of the great debate on moonshine. Stop, pay the price. They said to me, take this advice. You're out of your head. Said stop, hold the phone. This has to be cut to the bone.
I swear I can hear the Phil Collins production of it.
As you read, and the slime man stumbles, twists and he tumbles, he always lands on his feet. And he sets his face towards the far horizon. Won't you come this way, can't you go that way? But it's written, don't miss a beat.
I love her
'Cause he's doing everything
sprightly
he
delivery.
can to keep surviving. Stop, pay the price. They say to me, take this advice. You're out of your head. Said stop, hold the phone. This has to be cut to the bone. Too bad I see red. I see red. I see red. I see red. Stop, pay the price. They say to me, take this advice. You're out of your head. Said stop, hold the phone. This has to be cut to the bone. Too bad I see red. I see red.
That last line, I still can't hear that last line
I
clearly.
see red. So who wants a riot? People should be quiet. Don't we give them good TV? You can learn to love a lifetime of distraction. Nothing on the inside, nothing on the outside, all the way from A to Z. I can live without that kind of your head.
Knew I heard xylophone in there.
Said stop all the fun. This has to be cut to the bone. You better see red. I see red. I see red. I see red. Stop, pay the price. They said to me, take this advice. You're out of your head.
You're out of your head. Yeah.
Said stop all the fun. This has to be cut to the bone. You better see red. I see red.
But is it too bad I see red? It's like the phrase right before I see red that I just kept being unsure about. But it does sound like more or less it's the idea that if you're seeing red, you're out of your head, like you've lost it. You know, you're beyond your normal wherewithal to know where the line is or where to stop or to, you know, what's appropriate. So if people are trying to give you advice and, you know, you're seeing red and you're out of your head, then it sounds like there's already maybe consequences for your behavior. But I couldn't get the essence of, like, you know, if there was a larger narrative. I didn't really pick up on that. But I love it. Like, her vocal delivery, amazing. Like, it sounds like a sort of vintage, like, reggae pop song. Like, it basically, given the way the first track, and, you know, I suppose it's fair to say when I listened to that, it was like, you know, a bit more rocking and just, you know, heavier and more powerful than I would have expected. And people said she goes to some more, you know, different musical directions. Her solo music is perhaps a bit more experimental than Anita's solo music, which is a bit more like in, you know, the groove that you would know, or like not that you would know, but that you might expect. So yeah, like I suppose I shouldn't be that surprised. But again, given that the first track had a very different flavor, when it started, I was like, oh wait, it's like this is like reggae rock stylings, and then everything. It's like the keyboards, the drum rolls, and her vocal delivery like just perfectly fit into that vein. So yeah, I suppose not just sonically, but perhaps vocally, you know, it's this will be a bit more like chameleon-esque, in that there'll be some different flavors, some different styles. So yeah, again, as someone who's very fond of reggae in a number of different like sub-styles, that sonically is very much in my territory, and I'm intrigued all the more by what is on offer on this album. So yeah, really cool tune. I like her vocal performance, even if it's not like, you know, big and commanding, and it was sort of, you know, those little jumpy parts in the verses, and then the sort of smooth way she hit the chorus. Yeah, just a like really like in the right place relative to the Sonics vocal delivery. So top tune, looking forward to the rest of the album. Again, shout out to Adrian, shout out to Chafic, shout out to all the ABBA folks who were continuing